Hello, Kauai. This is your County of Kauai briefing for Monday, June 14th. The State Department of Health reports that statewide, 55% of residents have been fully vaccinated, with 61% initiating vaccine. When the state reaches 60% fully vaccinated, Kauai will move to Tier 5, which further loosens restrictions. To view the new Kauai tier chart, please visit kauai.gov/COVID-19. Today we have 2 new cases. Both are adult residents whose source of infection is community transmission. No one is hospitalized. 23 individuals are in quarantine. Our cumulative case count is 378, including 336 confirmed locally, 3 probable, and 39 tested out of state off-island but reported after the arrival to Kauai. The Department of Health has removed 1 previously reported case involving a resident related to mainland travel, since that has since been determined not to have been a case. Masks are no longer required outdoors, but they are still required indoors and continue to be recommended for larger, crowded outdoor gatherings. We have seen some disturbing trends locally in the past couple of days, and I've asked our District Health Officer, Dr. Janet Berriman, to provide more details.
Thank you, Mayor Kawakami. Here on Kauai, we're seeing another rise in cases. Many of these cases are related to each other and are linked to travel, either mainland or inter-island. Importantly, they are also linked to large gatherings. We are especially seeing cases related to large gatherings where mask use has been inconsistent. Our recent cases show us that non-vaccinated individuals are at high risk of infection in large gatherings. Many of the new cases are in children younger than 12, too young to be vaccinated. They became ill because of an unvaccinated, infected adult in their home. Being vaccinated protects you and protects those in your home. Each new case leads to a contact investigation. Our team identifies as many as 10 or 15 or more close contacts for each active case. Those close contacts must quarantine inside their homes for 10 days. As you can imagine, many people are unhappy about that. They have to cancel plans for work or for travel, and they can't attend special events like weddings or graduations. But of course, there is a way to avoid having to quarantine. Anyone who is fully vaccinated at the time of their exposure does not need to quarantine. A close contact who's fully vaccinated can go to work, travel, and socialize. They only need to quarantine if they become sick, which is very unlikely in vaccinated people. With new and more transmissible variants on the rise, even in Hawaii and on Kauai, it's important for you to know that being fully vaccinated also protects you from these variants. I'd like to shift gears for a minute and address those of you who are already vaccinated. First, thank you for doing your part. And there's one more important way in which you can do your part. You can be a vaccine ambassador. Here's what I mean. Ambassadors are diplomats. So I'm asking you to have a diplomatic conversation with someone who has not been vaccinated. Don't lecture or scold them. Rather, ask them what their concerns are. Then take the time to listen to what they say. You may have had some of the same concerns before you were vaccinated. Share with them the concerns you had. Tell them how you decided to get vaccinated and what the experience was like for you. And share with them how you feel now that you are vaccinated. Maybe you're less worried and anxious. Maybe you're more comfortable going out or visiting friends and family. Maybe you're more comfortable traveling. Maybe you even feel proud of yourself. Maybe you feel secure knowing you won't have to miss work or knowing you won't bring COVID home to your family. Maybe you're planning a wedding or a baby luau that you put off because of the pandemic. Being vaccinated changes our lives in many ways. More than half of us are now fully vaccinated. If just half of those who are vaccinated successfully convince just one other person to get vaccinated, we will meet our goal of 70% fully vaccinated. That's just one other person, not one each day or one each week, but one, period. So please, do your part again and become a vaccine ambassador. All each of us needs to do is help just one new person get the vaccine. That will get us to 70%, and that is our path to lifting all restrictions. We can do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Berriman. The inter-island travel quarantine under the Safe Travels program will be lifted effective Tuesday, June 15th. This means inter-island travelers will no longer be required to complete a Safe Travels profile to travel between islands. Precautions are still in place for incoming mainland travel. Also effective June 15th, if you have been fully vaccinated with at least one of your doses administered in Hawaii, you can upload your vaccination information to the Safe Travels program to be exempt from the Trans-Pacific travel quarantine. When the state reaches 60% fully vaccinated, individuals vaccinated anywhere in the United States will be able to bypass the travel quarantine with proof of vaccination through the state's Safe Travels program. For more information on the state's Safe Travels program, visit hawaiicovid19.com/travel. If you have recently returned from travel, please get a free COVID-19 test at the convention hall Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. No appointments needed. Please do not show up to the convention hall clinic if you have symptoms and instead call your healthcare provider. All Kauai residents aged 12 and older are eligible to receive a vaccine. All 3 Kauai hospitals and Lihue Longs are administering the Pfizer vaccine to people ages 12 and older. Minors ages 12 to 17 years old must be accompanied to their appointment by a parent or guardian. Adults 18 and older can also make appointments for the Moderna and J&J vaccines at pharmacies and clinics around the island. For the full list of locations, visit kauai.gov/vaccine. There are also several upcoming pop-up vaccine clinics scheduled in the coming weeks for those age 18 and older. They are sponsored by Ho'olaluhui Community Health Clinic in partnership with Malama Pono Health Services, the Kauai District Health Office, and the County of Kauai. Pop-up vaccine clinics for people age 18 and older will be held on June 19th at the Anaina Hole Farmers Market in Kilauea and the Kaumakani Community Hall and at Rob's Good Times Grill, Saturday, June 26th. To register, please call the Ho'olaluhui hotline at 808-938-0938. They'll work to accommodate walk-ins, but please let them know you're coming if you can. More pop-up clinics are being planned. For times and other details on pop-up clinics and all the vaccine sites, visit kauai.gov/vaccine. The governor has announced a new rewards program with prizes for people who are vaccinated locally. You can sign up at highgotvaccinated.com. Prizes include free travel, car leases, restaurant meals, gift certificates, and lots more. We continue to ask everyone, including incoming travelers, to download the Aloha Safe Alert app onto your smartphone. Aloha Safe Alert is an official exposure notification which alerts you if you have been in close contact with someone exposed to COVID-19. This app does not track your location. The county's Coronavirus Rental and Utility Assistance Program is still available in partnership with KGE FCU. If you or someone you know is having trouble with paying rent or utility bills, encourage them to apply to this program. To apply online or for a list of assistance events, visit kauairenthelp.com/home. Please continue to help prevent the spread of COVID-19 on our island. Wear your masks when indoors, wash your hands, keep your distance, avoid large gatherings, and of course, consider getting a vaccine. Mahalo for helping to keep Kauai safe, and remember, I got vaccinated, Hai got vaccinated. Aloha.